Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MTGO Traders. My name is Taryn, and let's do some Minotaur Tribal. So the last video, we actually played in the Just for Fun, playing up against some just fun decks, tabletop decks, which is kind of what the Black-Red Minotaur deck is. But in this video, let's go for tournament practice and see what it can do. I did win a couple rounds in tournament practice, but I'm not kind of like hoping on anything. The majority of the time I would go up against red-blue control and just die. So I'm just going to play 2 rounds in here and see what happens. But let's open up our hand here. Again, the Minotaur deck, we're kind of looking to play out our hand the entire time. So got 3 lands, a Fatal Push, Brawler, Sureshot, and Neheb. He's saying good luck, have fun. Ditto to you. I will keep this. That way I have a Fatal Push on turn 1 to kill whatever he's going to play into. Let's see here. Oh, mono black zombies. Okay. Definitely want to kill that guy as soon as possible. So, go into our Bloodrage Brawler here, getting rid of the Aether Hub, and then going into our Neheb the Worthy the following turn. So, that's going to be the play here. Let's see what we got here. Relentless Dead, 2/2 Menace. Very nice. Gonna go for our Mountain here, play out our Brawler, and let's discard the Aether Hub here. Gonna get rid of that. Pass turn. We definitely want to keep our Key to the City in our hand and then play it in a following turn, because Key to the City is one of the best cards at getting cards out of your hand and cycling into better cards. Excuse me. 3 mana, so we're looking at maybe a Lord, perhaps, or a Diagraph Colossus. 2 mana, maybe another Relentless Dead, or 1 mana for a Crypt Breaker. Nope, just a Fatal Push. Just a good old-fashioned Fatal Push. No problem. Sure thing. All right, let's get out our Smoldering Marsh here. I'm actually gonna get out the Metallic Mimic here. Name Minotaur, pass the turn. 2 tribal decks going up against each other. Battle for the Ages. Let's see, 2 mana, Grasp of Darkness, yes, okay. He now has 1 card in his hand, so 2 cards in his hand on his play. Playing out a Lord, perhaps, yep, what I was expecting. 3/3 Menace. Gotcha. Drawn to some mana here. I'm going to get out Neheb and then pass the turn. Let's see if this dies to a removal spell he may draw into. One of the things against the mono black zombies deck, it's definitely going to be a race, but Neheb, once I only have 1 card in hand, he gets +2/+0 and has first strike, and other Minotaurs I control have first strike. So he's definitely someone you don't want to tangle with, but he's going to swing out for both probably. Or not. He may hold off. I don't know why he wouldn't, though, because I can't block either one of them, even with first strike. I could definitely block the Lord, but I would be killed by it, so let's see what happens there. He may want to do something else. So what I'm probably going to do in the following turn, if I draw some mana, play both the Sureshot and the Key to the City. If I do not, I'll just play Key to the City and, yeah, get in for 5 here. Sounds good. No problem. Let's see. Dread Wanderer coming in tapped at 3/2. Alrighty, let's do Key to the City. And then I'm going to keep that up. That way, his following turn, he swings in. If he has a kill spell, he basically has me. So 6, 8, he can come in, get in for 8. He has 4 mana, though, so let's see what happens here. Very nice. Gonna discard the champion here. He's now 4/2. Gonna block the Lord here, killing that. Gonna take 6 though, so. Yep. Actually gonna take 4. Yep. And I'm going to yield to that and pay the mana to draw 2 cards. So get this out. Do another Minotaur out here. Swing out with our 4/2. Get in for 4. He'll have to discard the card he has in hand. Was Liliana's Mastery. Thank the heavens. I could have tapped that to discard to have Neheb be unblockable that turn, but just didn't seem like it needed that. Yeah, Relentless Dead's the only one that can kind of get in here. No problem. Every point counts. So let's so you're at 16, I can do 8 damage. If I attack him with Neheb, I have to discard the card, so that's one thing I need to kind of keep in mind. So let's unlicense that. He'll have to replay it the following turn, basically. He does have 4 mana to get back himself and the Lord, and play one of them the following turn to do 3 damage instead of 4. Yeah, looks like that's what he's going to do. Might have been better to go for the Dread Wanderer there. But one of the best things here is I'm going to be able to swing in with both. Oh, that's game for me. I just realized what just happened because it went to the field. Dadgummit. You win some, you lose some. I just put I is dumb. I'm going to concede on that one. That was my fault there. That was a misclick. Very close, though. Let's go to game 2 here. See what we want to keep. I definitely want to get Lost Legacy in here to get rid of the Liliana's Mastery. That card is ridiculous. Definitely want to get some Sweltering Suns to get rid of the other cards that are major problems. So let's get rid of the Ondu Champion for those cards. I like Fiery Temper here, but one of the things that I want to keep in mind is 3 mana is a lot more than 1 mana, so let's take one of those out. Transgress the Mind is also very good for this matchup, so let's put those in there and get Fiery Temper out. And all right, let's go to game 2. I would like to play first. Yes, let's hopefully get a good hand. It's two cards, 2 Transgress the Minds. Oh yeah, I think I'll keep this. This is a very good hand. So let's keep Fatal Push on turn 1. And let's see what happens here. Looking for a Crypt Breaker, maybe a Relentless Dead, or Dread Wanderer, not Relentless Dead. And again, like even though these guys have recursion and they come back, you definitely want to get them out of the way. Like they can't stay on the field. They have to get out. So let's get rid of the Lord there. Awesome. Had 2 Relentless Deads in his hand with a swamp. So he's definitely going to get a swamp, or yeah, and a Relentless Dead this turn. Or a Mimic. Mimic. May want to Galvanic Bombardment that. For sure. Hopefully I draw into some land this turn so I can, or the following turn so I can unlicense Disintegration. Did not draw into some land, but that is perfectly fine. Yep. It is your turn now. Let's hopefully draw into some land this turn. Relentless Dead coming in. Coming in. Yep. Did not draw a land that turn, so let's go for a Metallic Mimic here. I'm going to wait one more turn, and then if I don't draw a land this following turn, I'll do a Transgress the Mind again and see if we can find another Dread Wanderer or a Liliana's Mastery or something like that. Nope, should have done it that turn. There's a Lord coming in. Or a Diregraph Colossus. It's the only two I can kind of think of. Or Dark Salvation. You can do Dark Salvation. Yeah, that's fine. Get in for 2. I always forget about Dark Salvation for some reason. And I'm like, oh yeah, that card exists for X mana. Let's see. Nothing. Mimic, Dread, Salvation. Need mana. No. Yeah, there's a Mimic. He's going to be outpacing me now. So let's see what happens. Would like to draw. This is basically the best play I could do. It would draw into a land and License Disintegration on the Mimic. We'll still take 4 the following turn. Well, that's something. Yeah, I'm going to take a lot this turn. It's going to hurt. Probably going to get 2-0 here because of our mana situation. We were very close in the first game. I feel like we would have won that if I hadn't misclicked. So, but it's okay. I mean, it's all fun and games. Dread Wanderer, getting that out there. Yeah, pretty sure this is going to be game now. The only thing that can kind of save me is a Sweltering Suns, which there are 2 in the deck now, so. Did not draw into a Sweltering Suns. Let's go for a... let's see. 2, 4, 6. I'm dead. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Good game. Good game. Good game. That is game. All right, let's go to one more round and see what this deck can do against some tournament decks. Would love to go against another mono black zombies again. I like that. I like the matchup. I think I'm favorable in the matchup. I just think that I need to be playing correctly. I think that definitely not hitting your lands is a problem. But I had a great hand, so. Just Transgress does not hit everything that I needed to hit. So, Laidbear of the Heart may have been a better sideboard card against mono black zombies, as there's nothing that's really a legendary in that deck. So you can definitely do that instead. But Transgress is so much better for decks like Motor Vehicles, blue-red control, not blue-white, blue-red control, things like that. Start game for Tiger. Tiger uppercut. Alrighty. What do we got? Let's see, 3 lands, 2 bombardments, a brawler, and a champion. So I like this because I can discard the champion to the brawler, have 2 bombardments. I'm going to keep this. He's on the play, so let's see what happens. And again, the Galvanic Bombardment, 1 red mana, does 2 damage, but X is 2 plus the number of cards of Galvanic Bombardment in your graveyard. Oh, yes! Are we playing against mono black zombies again? Yes. Now I'm excited. So let's see. I'm gonna have a little awkward situation here. Let's play Smoldering Marsh here. I'm gonna pass turn. So what I'm gonna be able to do is go in on the following turn. If he plays another 1-drop, Aether Hub, and then Bombardment. That's kind of what I'm expecting here. Or not. Throne of the God Pharaoh. That's something. Coming in for 2. I'll lose 1 life because he has a tapped creature. So he'll hit me for 3. No problem there. So, I could just pull up a Fatal Push and... let's see. Yeah, activate if you have 1 card in hand. So, and keep up a Galvanic Bombardment. So, let's see what happens. 3 mana. Belcher. Gonna always yield to that. And Galvanic Bombardment that. Great card though. Let's see what happens here. Wonder what we draw. Unlicensed Disintegration. Gotcha. I'm going to play out the Brawler here. And keep up a Galvanic Bombardment. And discard the Ondu Champion. So that way I can do 3 damage to something he plays on the board. For maybe a Lord. That would be a fair play to do. Or you could play just 2 more creatures or 1 more creature. It really depends. Or a removal spell. That could be it too. 3 mana looking for a Lord. Yep. Very nice. Oh, this feels good. This feels nice. Alright, let's see what happens here. If I draw a mana, I didn't draw a mana, but I can definitely get out Neheb the Worthy here. And just start swinging like a madman. Swing for 4. So both these creatures have first strike, and the following turn I can unlicense Disintegration, whatever he plays. Get in for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get in for 10. Unless he kills one of these guys. Looks like another Lord or a Diagraph Colossus, which will be a... Nope, another Plague Belcher. So this is a 3-2 with Menace. Yeah, just going to unlicense that. Get in for 10. Cannot use the Fire Temper, but it will be dumping his hand as well. So what do we get out of his hand? Probably maybe a Swamp or a Liliana's Mastery. Painful Lessons. Gotcha. Yeah, I can't do it, so... I would like to. This is probably game. And see, like, this is a matchup for me that's actually pretty decent, so... If he has a removal spell for Neheb, or is just going to play another creature, could be the case. Crypt Breaker. And what's the other draw? Plague Belcher. Dread Wanderer. Gotcha. Very nice. Okay. And that should be it for his turn. I'm hoping to pull into some removal to get rid of the Crypt Breaker to end this game off. That would be awesome. See what happens here. Nope, just a Minotaur. No problem. Can definitely just keep swinging. So that's game. If not, he'll be taking 4 and discarding the card he has in his hand. So that's basically it. Yep. Going to 2. Discarding Liliana's Mastery. Whew. Good deal. What a crazy card. This card is insane. Standard playable all day long. So, zombies you control get +1/+1, and when it enters the battlefield, it gives you 2/2 zombies. All right, let's go to sideboard here. Definitely want to get out the champions here. Want to get in some Lost Legacies. And another Bombardment. Maybe a Sweltering Sun. Get out one more Temper. Sweltering Sun. Let's get out one more Temper. Let's do Insult and not Transgress. Let's get out another Insult. I like that idea a little bit more because I can get in for more damage. So, because I'm really looking to kind of just get in. I think that's good for me. I'm actually going to take one of the Sweltering Suns out and put in another Fire Temper because I didn't really see a lot of fast plays. The Plague Belcher slows you down quite a bit. That's why it's not used in the Pro Tour deck. So it just it's a 3 mana. It's a 3/2 when it comes out with Menace. And I mean, when stuff dies, they lose 1 life. But I mean, you basically have to kill another zombie for it to work. And if you don't have a zombie to kill, it's a 3/2. So it's not that great. So that is the real crux of that card. It seems great on paper, But when you know you have to kill other things, it's great in the mid to late game. But if you have it in your opening hand or you draw into it in the first like 3 to 4 turns, then it's really not that great. So let's just see what we can do here, though. Would love to Lost Legacy, the Liliana's Mastery immediately. And then if I can get Lost Legacy again, probably take the Lord. That would be the other play. Lord of the Accursed is also a little backbreaking in this deck. But everything else is, I mean, hunky-dory. Pretty easy to deal with. The Recursion is a little tough to deal with. But Dread Wanderer coming in tapped is, for the opponent, very nice. So you can actually deal with it. Like, it's actually decent. So let's just see what happens here. Waiting on you, Tiger. You wanting to play first? If you do not play first, you actually have the option to draw into stuff. So that could be something for you. Not sure if you want to do that, though. Okay. Let's see what I got in my hand. 3 lands, 2 foreboding, so they're coming in untapped. 1 coming in tapped. So I can Galvanic Bombardment, I can Mimic, and then I can Sure Shot with a Sweltering Sun later. So I think that's fine. Let's go with that. Assuming a 1 mana drop, Crypt Breaker, Dread Wanderer, something like that. Yep, there's a Crypt Breaker. Going to definitely get rid of that with my Galvanic Bombardment. Crypt Breaker is one of the cards that if you do not handle this like immediately, like it's going to kill you. Like it's going to win them the game. Nice. 3 Foreboding Ruins. So I can use the Smoldering Marsh to just handle it. Handle all these cards coming in untapped. So I have 3 mana coming in up tapped. That's for both. So that's very good. Looking at a turn 2 1 mana creatures or a Relentless Dead. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Or he passes. Wow, okay. That's weird. So let's get out the Mimic. I'm kind of expecting a removal spell now. Whoop, almost did Minion again. Don't want to do that. We want to do Minotaur. Pass turn. Let's see what we can do. 3, I'm expecting a Lord of the Accursed if he has 3 mana, or a Plague Belcher. So let's see what happens here. Relentless Dead. Gotcha. No problem. So what I'm going to do now is use this to my advantage and be able to play out the Minotaur Sureshot. Yeah, let's do that. That is now a 3/4. Going to save that and just pass turn. So let's see what he's going to do this turn. Excuse me. Really hoping he doesn't draw into some removal to kill the Mimic here. If he does, that's fine. I still have a 3/4 I can block with or double block with. 4 mana. Looking for a Plague Belcher perhaps. That's kind of what I'm expecting here. That way he can kill his Relentless Dead and get it back. This is basically the best play to do for a Plague Belcher and a Relentless Dead. So kill the Relentless Dead, get it back to your hand, have a 5/4 on the board. So that is basically the best play you can do, or you can hope for in this situation. So it just depends on what he wants to do, though. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to keep this up? Gotcha. See if we can draw into some untapped. Yes. Okay. Definitely want to get out Key to the City. And the one thing I would do now is discard Fiery Temper, shooting the Relentless Dead. He'll get back Crypt Breaker and Relentless Dead this way. Or I can just save it, go to combat. Let's see. And just ping him for both directly. That actually might be the better play here. So let's yield to that. Swing in for 4/4. And we'll just ping him directly. We don't want to kill the Relentless Dead because he can get back the Crypt Breaker that way. So We definitely want to kind of play around Relentless Dead in the best way possible. And Key to the City helps us do that. So let's just ping him directly. Yep. And then just get in for 3, which is 6 points of damage on this turn, putting him to 14. So, great. Now the only problem that I may run into is if he has removal in his hand. And if he does, then we're kind of boned. But yeah, kind of expecting a removal right now. Yep. No problem. Totally expected that. So what we can do is we can tap for 2 and be able to draw 2 cards on the following turn. Yep. So that is my turn. So definitely not going to attack in with my 2/1 there. Just don't feel like trading. Because, again, if he trades, he can do Relentless Dead and Crypt Breaker. And we don't want to have Crypt Breaker on the field and then Relentless Dead a following turn. That's just not what we want to do at all. So let's just pass this on to our opponent. And, again, he has 4 mana. So I'm expecting as soon as he draws a Plague Belcher, that is what's going to happen. Let's see. 2 more mana, another Grasp of Darkness. That is okay. The sooner the removal is out of his hand, the better. 2 cards in hand. Let's see here. Again, I'm expecting maybe a Lord or a Plague Belcher, but we'll kind of see what happens. Would really like to draw maybe a Neheb. That would be great. Tiger's disconnected, so he'll probably bounce back in just a minute. But yeah, if I could draw into a Neheb there, or Unlicensed Disintegration perhaps, but really looking at Neheb. If I could draw that, I can lay my Smoldering Marsh, have 1 card in hand, pass turn, and then have a pretty decent situation going on there. So let's just see what happens. Hopefully he'll come back. One of the things to kind of keep in mind for the zombie decks, especially, is that they're top decking. Like as soon as they get to like turn like 5 or 6, like they should have like almost no cards in hand, which is great for us because that means that we're also top decking, but we're using it to our advantage. They're using it to just be really quick, so we're actually discarding cards, drawing cards, all that kind of stuff to be able to kind of gain momentum. So let's just see what happens here. He's back, so I'm assuming he'll be drawing something important, probably a Plague Belcher. That's what I'm expecting, anyway. Or, he could just lay a land and then just do Liliana's Mastery. That could be the card to play. That card is oppressive. That's 9 points of damage on board for just 5 mana. So 9 points of damage spread across 3 creatures, mind you. So that's what makes that card ridiculous, is that it's not just like, oh, it's a pump, like a +1/+1 to zombies. It's also, the 2/2s as well. That card is crazy. So laying a land. Let's see, tap in 5, Liliana's Mastery. Yep. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was a car horn outside. Swinging in for 3. Luckily, I have Sweltering Suns in hand. I'm not going to actually hinder to this because I want to make sure that I can Sweltering Suns this turn because he's tapped out. So Relentless Dead will definitely die this turn. Nope. Thank you for not doing that. Let's cast this. Yep, you can't do anything. No mana. Yep. Definitely going to get rid of my Smoldering Marsh here, so whenever I go back to my turn, I can draw 2 cards instead of just 1. He'll have 2 cards in hand with a Liliana's Mastery on board, so that means all of his zombies will have +1/+1, so they're going to be difficult to deal with. The hardest part about Liliana's Mastery is that it stacks. Oh no, another one? Oh, okay, I was like, well, Liliana is still bad, but it's not another Liliana's Mastery. Return target card, okay. Relentless Dead. Yep. Minotaur. I'm going to discard my Key to the City as well. The following turn. It's going to be difficult to come back from this now with Liliana on the board. Now, if he swings in, I'll get her for 2, so that's... Well, not now, but... That's if he didn't do anything. You know what I'm talking about. It's fine. Dread Wanderer. Looks good. We may be out of luck here on this game. Gonna respond with a Key to the City. That way I can try and get into a unlicensed disintegration or something like that. Or a Neheb, that'd be great. Yep. Let's see. What can we do here? I can play the push to kill the Wanderer or the zombie. I'll kill the zombie. Play the Brawler. Swing out to Lily for 2. Now, if you have a removal spell with a 1 card in your hand, then that's not going to work. Feels like that you do. Nope. Okay, cool. She goes to 1. Now, she can still create a zombie, but she can't return something from the graveyard, so that's good for us. So that means that she can't get back the Lord here. So she's going to do that, and she's probably going to or they're probably going to pass turn, unless they just swing in with the Relentless Dead here. Plague Belcher. Nope. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Gotcha. Almost would enjoy a Sweltering Suns at this point. Get out everything except for my Brawler and be able to kill Liliana. That's kind of where I'm at. Excuse me. Can't block. Let's see what we get. Would love a Sweltering Suns. Nah. Not going to get a Sweltering Suns. But I am going to be able to attack in on Liliana here to kill her. Unless he has a removal spell. He does not. Cool. So I'm just going to chump block right here because I have 11 life. Probably could have just attacked with a Mimic and kept the 5/4 up. But, you know. Stuff happens. Thinking in the moment. 1, 2, 3. Thrown in the God Pharaoh. Gotcha. Gonna be blocking the Dread Wanderer if he swings out with that. Let's see what happens. Would definitely love to be able to draw into, let's see, an unlicensed or a Neheb would be great. Yep. Take 6, 7, 8. I'm going to take 8 this turn. go down to 3 because of the Throne of the God Pharaoh. So this is probably game for me. Yep. I'm going to draw 2 cards here. Well, I mean, that's something. Now that's game. Good game there. All right, let's go to sideboard again. I want to take out Insult here and put in 2 Never to Returns because I did not know that they had Liliana. Let's put in 2 Transgress the Minds because she definitely has, or this player definitely has more cards that are higher than 2 mana here. That's going to be hard to deal with. Let's take those in, put those. Let's see, anything else? Let's get rid of 2 of the Fiery Tempers. I think I'm good there. Let's go to game 3 and see what happens. Yes, I'm going to play. Let's see. We've got Transgress, a Sureshot, and 4 lands. I would probably keep this just to make sure we can keep Liliana's Mastery out of the way. This may be the end of me for keeping this. So, just got to see what happens here. He did mulligan to 6, so that is something to keep in mind. Nothing on turn 1. That's good for us. Drew into an Unlicensed Disintegration. Definitely want to get rid of the Lord of the Accursed. Pass turn. Play out the Minotaur. Coming in with a Relentless Dead. Can't block it anyway. Now one thing I could do to be really mean is I could Unlicensed Disintegration that, which I'm going to do. And you have no mana. So you're just dead. Very cool. Pass turn. 3rd mana. Maybe Painful Truths. I think Painful Truths was 3 mana. Diagraph Colossus coming in as a 3/3. Let's see. Definitely want to get our Sureshot here. Pass turn. We'll be taking 3 on this turn because I can't pump. I don't want to. I can't trade. Basically, I would love to trade, but I can't. So I'm going to do that in the following turn if I don't draw into some removal. So that seems pretty fair. Turn 4 upkeep, Taiga. What you got? See, would love to draw into a removal spell or Lost Legacy. Because I can get rid of Liliana's Mastery that way. That would be probably the card I want to get anyway. 4 mana. Relentless Dead. Yep, create a tap zombie. Diagraph is ridiculous in this way. Yep. Even playing Diagraph as a 2/2, being able to play other creatures to get more zombies out on the board is insane. So now I'm kind of hoping for something like a Sweltering Suns. Yeah, just going to take that to the face. See what happens here. We got Never. So let's do that. And then I'm just going to I'm going to hold up because I can block that 2/2. And if he plays a Lord, I can definitely trade for the 3/3. So, what you got? You've got 2 cards in hand. You're going to draw a third. You're so close to Liliana's Mastery. I feel like that's what's coming this turn. It's so ridiculous. It's just on the money every single time. Painful lesson. Gotcha. That is something to use. See if you can draw to some removal there. And get in for 4. That seems ideal to me. You do have 5 minutes to play, though, so not much time left. Yep. Get in for 2. Sounds good. Let's see. Can definitely start racing now, so. $13. He's got 5 minutes. Again, whatever he draws, I'm kind of expecting a Liliana's Mastery. And he's disconnected from the game again, so I'll just cut to when he comes back. MTGO is having a day. Alright, main phase 1, got 4 cards in hand. What do we got going on? I think just to give you guys a sneak peek in the next deck tech I'm going to be doing, I think I'm actually going to be doing one of the top 8 decks. So probably blue-red control. I think I like that deck a lot. Either that or maybe the green-red god deck or the black-green constrictor deck. That looked really cool. I liked both of those builds. 6 mana. Let's see what we're going to do. Diagraph Colossus. Okay. 4/4 this time. And you're going to come in for 4. All right, let's see what happens. Let's play this out. Let's play an Aether Hub. I'm going to pick Relentless Dead. And pass turn. Throne of the God Pharaoh. Alrighty. Going to combat. Let's see what happens here. Definitely gonna block like this. Yep. Lose a life from that. He comes back. Let's see. One of the things that's really sucky about Relentless Dead here is that I can't really deal with it that well. go in for 5 here. I like that play a bit better. So we're at 8. He's got 20 seconds. Let's see if he can play through that. Gotta go fast. Yep. Let's see if I have a removal spell. I do not have a removal spell. But let's see, a 4. Yeah, that's game. Nice. Unless he has a removal spell. No cards in hand. Okay, cool. Very nice. All right, so we 2-1'd against a mono black zombies build. Not as usual a build as you would expect, but it is quite good again. But yeah, like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment below on what you thought of the Minotaur deck and the mono black zombie decks I fought against. But subscribe to MTGO Traders for more videos in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video.